Welcome to my masterclass. Today is the first class of my masterclass. We will be going over pinyin in this first class. First of all, what is pinyin? This is a chart where you can see all the consonants of Chinese and all the vowels of Chinese. Pinyin is the way that we use to transcribe Chinese sounds into English letters. It is a standard system of romanized spelling for transliterating Chinese. In Chinese, pinyin is written like this. It is how to provide transcriptions. What are the four tones of pinyin? The four tones in Chinese characters are first tone, second tone, third tone, and fourth tone. With the spelling A, they are ah, 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 ah. Here are two examples of pinyin, and let's pronounce them together. 你好，你吃饭了吗? Here is an image of the four tones of pinyin with the neutral tone. Let's pronounce it again. Ah, 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 ah. This next chart is interesting because it shows the four tones with the spelling MA. For every spelling, there are four tones associated with it. Ma can mean mother, ma can mean hemp, ma can mean horse, and ma can mean to scold. Ma doesn't only mean mother, it can also mean many other things, but mother is one of its meanings. The same goes for the rest of the spellings. Take note that there is also the traditional version and the simplified version of the characters in this chart. The four tones in Chinese characters in this example are ma, 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 ma. What are the four tones of pinyin? For spelling purposes, ma or ma with the first tone can also be written ma1. Ma or ma with the second tone can also be written ma2. Ma or ma with the third tone can also be written ma3. Ma or ma with the fourth tone can also be written ma4. That's if you can't type the accent with the letter. Note that there is also a neutral tone in Mandarin. It's not considered a separate tone, but it is an unaccented syllable. For example, ma or me. Ma is a question particle and me is also a question particle. Sometimes neutral tones can be question particles. Lastly, here is a chart that can help you visualize how to pronounce the four tones. The first tone is high and flat. The second tone is a rising tone, kind of like a questioning tone. The third tone goes down and then up again and sounds angry. The fourth tone is falling like an exclamation. Now let's look at some very common Chinese characters. Can you practice your pinyin and try to pronounce them? Then I will pronounce them for you. The first is 我, meaning I or me. The next is 你, which means you. Then 你好, which means hello. Then 再见, which means goodbye. 早上好 means good morning. 谢谢 means thank you. 不客气 means you're welcome. 我喜欢你 means I like you. Let's go on to the next slide. The next slide is place names in Chinese. Shanghai means Shanghai. Beijing means Beijing. 中国 means China. 美国 means America. 英国 means England. 法国 means France. And Hunan means Hunan. This slide is about how children and adults use pinyin to type out Chinese characters on their phones. They may also type on their computers with pinyin. This is why pinyin is so important to learn, because it is a way to type Chinese characters on the phone and computer. Let's practice pronouncing more pinyin. Here is a list of colors. 红色 means red. 橘色 means orange. 黄色 means yellow. 绿色 means green. 蓝色 means blue. 紫色 means purple. And 粉色 means pink. Let's keep practicing pronouncing pinyin. This is a group of words that are related to exercise. 运动 means exercise. 游泳 means swimming. 跑步 means running. 活动 means activity. 足球 means soccer. And 篮球 means basketball. Let's keep practicing pronouncing pinyin. 水果 means fruit. 苹果 means apple. 香蕉 means banana. 桃子 means peach. 橘子 means orange. 梨 means pear. 葡萄 means grapes. And 樱桃 means cherries. The next slide is about 波坡摸佛. 波坡摸佛 is how children learn the sounds of Chinese. You can see there is a list of consonants, mid-vowels, and vowels. This is a sound chart that contains all the consonants of Chinese. I will read them out loud now. 波坡摸佛 d t n l g k h j q x zh ch sh r z c s i u. Now, there are 3 tone rules to learn in Chinese. The first tone rule is a very common rule. It can be called 3-3-2-2-3. If you have 2 characters that are both using the third tone in pinyin, the first character will be switched to the second tone. For example, it is not 你好, but 你好. Also, it is not 很好, but 很好. Let's look at the next tone rule. The second tone rule is about the character 不, and when the word 不 precedes a fourth tone, 不 changes to the second tone. 不. For example, 不对 becomes 不对. 不去 becomes 不去. And 不错 becomes 不错. Let's look at the last tone rule. The third tone rule is about the character E. The character E, meaning one, is the first tone when alone, second tone when followed by a fourth tone, and fourth tone when followed by any other tone. For example, 一个 becomes 一个，一次 becomes 一次，一班 becomes 一班， and 一百 becomes 一百。Next, let's learn how to write a basic Chinese character. Please follow the link to this YouTube video. Last, let's look at this chart and practice pronouncing more characters. This is an interesting chart. In the first row, all the first out of the two are the first tone. In the second row, all the first out of the two are the second tone. In the third row, all the first out of the two are the third tone. In the fourth row, all the first out of the two are the fourth tone. Now, in the first column, all the second out of the two are the first tone. In the second column, all the second out of the two are the second tone. In the third column, all the second out of the two are the third tone. In the fourth column, all the second out of the two are the fourth tone. In the fifth column, all the second out of the two are the neutral tone. Now let's read through them and also figure out their meanings. The first one is 今天, and that means today. Then 中国 means China. 中午 means afternoon. 工作 means work. 先生 means Mr. 明天 means tomorrow. 学习 means to study. 没有 means does not have. 学校 means school. 什么 means what. 老师 means teacher. 女儿 means daughter. 你好 means hello. 米饭 means rice. 我们 means we. 看书 means to read a book. 问题 means question. 电影 means movie. 现在 means now. 谢谢 means thank you.